Damon Hill told The Express he felt it would be a good way to help prevent a crash deciding the outcome of this season's title race. Damon Hill has urged F1 bosses to preempt the possibility of an unhappy ending to the title race by giving advanced warning of penalties to anyone who is found to deliberately cause a crash which affects the title race. Speaking to Express Sport, the 1996 world title winner called for a clear indication beforehand from stewards with Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen still in the title hunt. Just 8 points separate them with 2 races left in the current campaign, while the margins are even slimmer in the Constructors' Championship. The gap between Mercedes and Red Bull stands at only 5 points, with the Silver Arrows holding the slender advantage. As for the drivers, it is challenger Verstappen who has the lead over Hamilton, who is hunting for a record 8th world title. With the margins so tight and so few points left to take, a crash for either racer or their teammates would play a huge part in deciding where the 2 trophies go, but former world champion Hill said it would be a shame if such a tense and closely fought title race was decided in such an unsatisfactory way, and called for officials to take steps to deter races from doing anything unsavory. For a driver to resist the temptation to be an aggressive defender is extremely high. It's very difficult to resist that, the 61-year-old Sky Sports F1 pundit said. I think the point is how can the sport take steps to prevent an unhappy ending. We've had enough of these championships which have been decided controversially, and I think that, for all the good work the sport does, it's slightly undone when we have an unsatisfactory resolution. What can they do? We had one season where all the points were taken away from the guy who came second, which wasn't really much of a penalty. I think some sort of clear indication is needed before we go into this. They may decide to impose a points penalty if we have a clash which is deemed to be unfair. That may be the only way of preventing something like that happening.